Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and the Ikaris Epic Quest video was a hit, so I decided to re-up and do it again for the Sersi Epic Quest video. So this will be how to get your tier 2 level 70 Sersi into a transcended butterfly. We want to sort of open the blossom the flower for that is Sersi. Pun intended. So we're going to jump right in here. Keep in mind that Sersi, unlike Ikaris, is a transcended character rather than a tier 3 character. So yes, you do have to do the epic quest for her, but you need to bring in those materials rather than tier 3 materials. So you're not going to need blast titan records and that kind of thing, but you are going to need awakening materials and Mandalay gem fragments. So let's go ahead and see a modern crisis. So we get this gorgeous, let me screenshot that, kind of boom, yeah, that's a real word. We get this gorgeous little intro for Sersi, and Sersi is also in the prologue, so you're gonna kind of get two little drawings for her, not little drawings, but yeah. So you actually get her for free at tier 2 right away. So just a PSA for you guys that don't have Sersi at all, you can now day 1 in Marvel Future Fight, and that's why you probably want to start with the Sersi Epic Quest. You can just day 1 jump in and get yourself a tier 2 Sersi right away. You can start playing her in World Boss, and after a maximum of 4 days, you will be able to get her to level 70, and then you will be able to then continue to transcend her through the Epic Quest. Now, I don't think, again, this one I get 348 bios since I already own Sersi, but yeah, it's the same sort of, it's actually not that much more expensive than building her up from tier 1, but yeah. Keep in mind, yeah, you are going to get some Mandalay gem fragments and awakening crystals, because then you're going to need those for her awakening. But you are going to want to get her to level 70, because I believe, unlike Ikaris' epic quest for Sersi's, you do not. Let me just upgrade one of her gears here. You do not get bios. I don't know if you get bios back for getting her from 62 to 70. We'll wait and see. But I haven't heard that it's as important, and it's definitely not as important as it is for Ikaris, because Sersi's bios are much easier to come by than Ikaris's. But in general, you still want to do that. So the first one is a million gold there, and then we have to upgrade our comic cards 3 times for 25 CCF. That's interesting. Do you need to spend CCF? I don't know if you need to spend CCF for this epic quest. Maybe you do. I know there's one research mission. So the third mission right away, we go to Stark Industries. We need to search for celestial components. So this is actually going to take her up to 62. So I believe I talked about it in the Ikaris video, but very briefly, what you can do is you don't even have to play with her in World Boss and wait 4 days. On day 1, you can already push your Sersi to 62 by just completing the third mission of the epic quest, because this will skip the World Boss search for potential, just as it does for Ikaris. That's really, really nice here. Here we're going to go and do dimension missions. Again, you can spend 1800 crystals to skip it. It's not worth it. It's going to cost you about 800 energy on average. You can see I have 360 there, and you're going to want to drop it down low to the flow. No, to difficulty 6 to make sure that it's the lowest possible difficulty, so that it costs you 4 energy. So I'm going to go ahead and run these now, and I'll be back in a minute when I'm done, and I'll give you guys the final tally on how much energy this cost me. Okay, there we go. We're at 39 out of 40. So now we are just going to, again, singular roll up to 40. That's 2. That is 3, and there we go. So I ended up only having to spend an extra 18 energy rather than the full 60 for this last run. So that actually cost me 692 energy, just under 700 energy to complete all of the research quests, or all of that research quest, I should say. Hopefully those are all of the research quests in the epic quest for the Eternals. It's not too bad. There's one for Ikaris and one for Sersi. That's actually a pretty cool little icon there. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that too. I like some of the artwork in the game for some of this kind of stuff. We get our 62 Sersi, but we already have her at 62, so we get free bios. Again, in this case, because Sersi bios are so much easier to get, you could argue that it's better to, use, let the epic quest do it for you, rather than having to spend the black antimatter, chaos nordstones, and gold. But that's really just dependent on what your roster looks like and how much of the resource you have. You do get some of a return. You get, so let's say they're from 60 to 62, I got 150 black antimatter. But as you can see, if you go and try to take a character from 60 to 62, if I have any left. But anyways, for example, from 62 to 64, if I want to do the max here, it's going to cost me 530 or 550. I don't think it gives you that full refund. I think it gives you about half, a little bit more than half. So you can actually end up saving more. You just won't get the bios. But again, I don't think the bios, like, I'd rather have 200 black antimatter than 300 Sersi bios, if that makes sense to you. So I would let the epic quest level her up from 60 to 70, or 62 to 670, for example. or actually the whole way. Why wouldn't you do 60, right? Rather than, you know, doing it yourself just to get those extra bios. Now we have to send us assemble points here. I'll just hit send them all because you only have to do it once anyways per epic quest. We don't have to worry about that. But yeah, quick recap, just delete a friend and add another person to send one assemble point if you've already done that for the day. Now we have to do timeline participations. Just like Ikaris, Sersi has a lot of timeline battles, so again, it's best done on a Thursday if you want to take advantage of the weekly reset to get 20 runs in a single day done. It can really push you through the epic quest quickly, so it only takes you like 2 or 3 days rather than taking you 4 or 5 days if you are not refreshing timeline. There we go, and we are done with the 5 timeline battle participations. We get some Titan component packs. Next up, we have to reach level 21 with all of her gears, and this is again where you would be better off just upgrading her. Bacon's loving it. Bacon's absolutely loving it. You'd rather just upgrade the gears to 21 because there's going to be a gold mission later on where you know, you can just spend some of that gold ranking up some of her gears if you just want to be as efficient as possible. Let's say you're a brand new player, you're trying to rush to get Sersi transcended. You want to be as efficient as possible that way. We get a little bit more cosmic cube fragments. Like I think we got 50, or yeah, we got 50 CCF refunded already. Now we need to go ahead and research this again. It's going to ask us for 150 CCF, but they gave us 50, so it's really only asking you for 100, and then 350 Mandalays, which you can get quite easily from just playing squad battle. We're going to go ahead and do that research there. Bada bing, bada boom. We get her to 64 again. So the 62 to 64 would have cost us 550 black antimatter. They give you 300 in return. So again, whether you value the 250 black antimatter or the bios more, right? That's really the question, and the gold, I guess, right? The 250 black antimatter and the gold, or the bios. I prefer the black antimatter and the gold, so I would say let the quest do it for you, and then you just forfeit the bios for her. Then we have to combine an ISO, which is very straightforward. There we go, combine the ISO, we get some awakening crystals back. Now we need to acquire a contribution reward from dimension missions, and that's why I tell you, don't collect those rewards right away. We get some more Titan component packs, nice. And next we have to reach 22 with all of her gear, so we go back here and we just do the normal enhanced to 22. It'd be cool if there was a way to speed this up for all, like to do all 4 of the gears by 1 level. But this is still pretty quick. Get some pretty decent rolls this way. Maybe the RNG is better this way, who knows? Right, no, oh, that was 24. Okay, I was a bit quick to the upgrade there, but you know what, that's not bad. 18's a little high, but otherwise, not bad. All right, we should be done with that there. We get some more Mandalays back. I'm smelling another mission. Okay, we unlock this reclaimed memory. So this is important to know. You only have to go through, what, 6, 9, 10. You only have to go through 11 missions, or 10 missions, until you unlock the new stage, Reclaimed Memory. And the really important thing about trying to get to Reclaimed Memory as soon as you can is that it's going to unlock ways for you to farm Ikaris bios, I believe, as a striker. Let me just jump into the mission. Yeah, so the Deviant Diversion is unlocked through the Ikaris epic quest, and then the Industrial Complex is unlocked through the Sersi epic quest. And as you can see there, you'll have 3 chances to get shifter bios for Ikaris every single day. So really important that you try and rush through that as soon as possible. Not only will you be able to farm up 10 or 20 Sersi bios for her uniform, but it's those Ikaris bios that you want to get, because there you go, boom. Because if you don't have the crystals, right? If you don't have the crystals to get Makari's epic quest right away, then you're going to want to jump into Sersi's first, because assuming you don't have Ikaris at all, right? Then you want to get to this mission as soon as possible. And as you saw from the missions that I did, they're pretty straightforward. You can get through it in just 1 day. You can get through it in like 20 minutes of playing, to be honest, because really the only thing that takes a lot of time is the 5 timeline battle participations, and the only thing that takes much resources is the one that asks for 100 CCF and 350. It's actually 150 CCF, but they give you 50 back, and then I believe it's 350 Mandalay gem fragments because they give you 50 back before that, up to that point. So yeah, that's probably the only part that's going to slow you down. It's probably not possible day 1 to start, like from a brand new fresh account, day 1 to start farming Ikaris bios, but honestly, I think in less than a week you could be farming Ikaris bios, which means it'll probably take you only about a week if you start to then unlock Ikaris at 1 star, and then you can either start farming up his bios to take him up slowly if you want to save the tickets, or doing it more quickly if you with tickets if you have them. So I'm just gonna clear ticket this instead. I don't get shifter bios, but that's okay. I think it's 3. Yeah, you have to do that 3 times. Then we get our level 66 Sersi. Very nice. 450 black antimatter. Then we have to do 10 timeline battle wins. So this is going to be the first roadblock for free-to-play players or players who do not want to spend crystals or buy the shield support to refresh their timeline battles, because it was 5 participations and now it's 10 wins, unless of course you are on Thursday. It's on Thursday. So I'm gonna jump back in here. I'm in Challenger League. I gotta do tons of fights anyways. So this is sort of, you know, my thing right now. Well, that was very difficult, but we managed to get through all 10 timeline wins. Took a couple L's there, but that's no worries. Now we need to use another 1,000,000 gold. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade some of my girls Sersi's gears again. Oh, not that one. We accidentally maxed that one out, but there we go. 14, 14. This is the only time where I actually prefer the rolls with larger numbers, because it means that I'm spending more gold. Because as you can see here, I'm still not at 1,000,000. And honestly, at this point in time, I don't have that many things to spend gold on. Sure, 27. Why not? Oh, wow, we're still not there. Well, hopefully this is going to make it, because otherwise I'm literally going to have to put a cut in this video to figure out what I'm going to spend gold. There we go. Noise. All right. Get that gold. Turn that frown upside down. Tony Stark's in the building. We just got her gears to 23, baby. I'm way ahead of you. All right. Danger Room participation. My most excited, fun game mode. There we go. Done with the Danger Room. My most favorite game mode. 900 black antimatter. Not bad there. Custom gear enhanced ×3, easy peasy. Gonna abuse the back button here on the Android. Boom. Save us a little bit more time. Get some awakening crystals. I smell a research mission coming on. There we go. So they're gonna ask for another 350 awakening crystals and 350 Mandalays. Again, it's a little bit less on the Mandalays, a little bit less on the awakening crystals because of the refunds they've been giving you. So she isn't a full cost transcended character. She's probably the cheapest transcended character in the game, which makes sense because Ikaris is also the cheapest tier 3 in the game. We just have to find out how good she is when all is said and done. Now we have to reach level 24 with all her gears, which we are already ahead of that. Now we have to enhance an ISO 3 times. Enhance an ISO? I'll enhance your ISO. No, I'm just kidding. Anywho, 300 more bios, 1,100 black antimatter. But keep in mind that last, you know, from 68 to 70, that last push costs you like over 2,000 black antimatter. So again, they're only refunding like 50 to 60%. Now we just need to use 50 energy. So I'm gonna play my other favorite game mode, GBR. And we are done with the double grind for GBR. Giggity, double grind, okay. Now we need to do reclaim memory. We have to clear the industrial complex 3 times, easy peasy. So we just go here and clear ticket it 3 times. Don't want to do the 10 times clear ticket because as fast as that is, it's also going to waste more energy. There we go. Get some more Titan component packs. Sersi's back up with the Avengers building. Reach level 25 with all her gears. Already done there. Now we have to participate once in squad battle, and we're already about halfway there. Nice. So I'm gonna do a quick autoplay for squad battle and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back from doing that squad battle autoplay. Easy peasy with Rogue there, and boom! We've officially transcended Sersi. Oh, okay, so we got our potential awakened, Unimind. Okay, so that's where you need to get to in the epic quest. It should take you about 2 days if you're playing normally, and it takes you a little bit more than 50% through the epic quest to get to Fatal Flaw 1. It's actually Imperfect Machine 2, and that will give you your potential awakened Sersi. As you can see here, she now has her 6th skill, and I can go ahead and level it up. I don't believe the epic quest is going to level it up for you. I think it's going to ask you to do that, but I will just go ahead and play through it to find out what happens. But it's good to know for you, for those of you that are aiming to get to that point specifically, so that you can then use her in World Boss Legend, use her in DRX, etc. Start, you know, testing her out. Actually, you won't be able to yet. My bad. You need to transcend her before you can play her in those game modes. But you have the 6th skill, so you can use her in World Boss Ultimate, stuff like that. Okay, we need to do 5 dimension missions for 25 CCF, which is a really nice reward. Again, I'm gonna do 10 this time to save time, but you just want to do it on the lowest energy setting, just in case there's another mission here that I forgot about. We need to awaken skill level 2 with Sersi. So yeah, you can go ahead and go all the way up. I'm just gonna go all the way up to save time, but go up one at a time, just in case there's another mission. Ooh, Blue Marvel, cool. Just in case there's another mission that asks you to spend gold. Now I have to do 5 comic card upgrades, which again should be very easy from all the dimension missions we've run here. And now we have to do 10 more timeline battle participations. So again, from the last timeline battle mission, you're going to want to push through until you get to code blue 2 so that you can then, on the next daily reset, you can continue. So you can sort of section out how much of the epic quest you should be finishing in a single day, only being really roadblocked by the obstacle of the timeline battle participation. And there we go, 10 more timeline battle participations. We are just over an hour of playtime into this epic quest. We see Adam Brashear again. Now we need to do another research mission. This one asks for 150 CCF and another 350 Mandalay gem fragments. Play squad battle. I'm telling you, rank up to Vibranium and then just cruise in Vibranium, collecting 19 free Mandalays per day plus the weekly. There we go, we're done with that one. We need to do another research. Oh no, that's the research we just did. Okay, now we need to reach Awaken level 4 with her skill, which again costs Mandalay gem fragments and Awakening crystals, I believe, and Chaos Thornstones. And now we need to clear the compound again 3 times. This is gonna not spend a full 10 runs of energy, but it'll spend near that because I only had 25 remaining. We get back some Awakening crystals from that. We only had to run 3, but we ran 10. There we go. We've awakened an ISO. All done with that. Next quest here with Iron Man. We need to upgrade a custom gear 5 times. Pretty straightforward. We are home free, I believe, from all of the timeline battle run missions. There we go. That's backup data number 1. Backup data. We have to reach Awaken level 6 for Sersi. We get 50 energy back. And then we need to do 10 timeline battle wins. So this will be the final quest here. And then once we are done that, we will have our fully transcended Sersi. And we are finally done. So that was another 10 timeline battle wins in Challenger League. We have our fully transcended Sersi complete now. There we go. It doesn't even show us the stats. A little odd there. And now we complete the epic quest for another 200,000 gold, and we are done all 3 of the currently available Eternals epic quests. Now, for those of you wondering just how long this took me behind the scenes, because obviously I'm not showing you the full length of the epic quest for me, my current runtime on this video is 1 minute, 1 minute, guys, 1 hour and 25 minutes, which is actually longer than the Ikaris epic quest. There was a bit more PvP involved, which is what took longer. In general, PvP fights take about a minute each, so 10 fights is 10 minutes. But I actually lost some fights in between because Challenger League is just so sweaty and competitive. So I actually ended up, that last run of 10 wins, I actually needed to fight 13 times or 12 times because I lost 2 or 3 times to different teams. But there we go. We have a rank 2,417 fully transcended Unimind Sersi. She's got, with this team, okay, with this team up, she's got 71,000 energy attack and 70,000 HP. That's ridiculous. But her base stats are still looking pretty good. 57,000 energy attack, 18,000 physical defense, 22,000 energy defense, and then 69 giggity thousand HP. Very, very high stats for a blast type. So hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Sersi. I'll have content coming for you very soon on both Ikaris and Sersi. See what they can do in the game, if they're worth really pushing through and completing those epic quests for those non-diehard sort of meta chasers. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.